Okay, it is that time. Who is God, episode 2. So, on my last video, we went over the first name on my list of who God was, which is Abba Father. Today, which was a lot more intimate, today I'm going to go over the second name I have on my list, which is I Am. And what I like about it is that it's so different than the name that I went over in my last video of who God is. And, Abba Father is very intimate. You can come to him, Daddy, it's a very intimate thing. So this, I Am, in contrast, displays the overarching power that God has. And I had read something that states, well, let's go back a little bit. The first usage of this is in Exodus 3:14, and it says, "And God says to Moses, I am who I am." So as he's saying that, back then there were a lot of religions in Egypt or in the surrounding places, Assyria, Persia, all these places, and they had polytheism, which was many gods, and each god had their dominion over one thing. But God is saying I am because he is saying I have dominion over everything. It's a huge contrast in that day, saying I am over everything. I have all knowledge. I can do all things. So he's basically conveying his power through this. Now, that I am is mentioned several times in the Bible, but another place I'm going to go over it is in John chapter 8, verses 57 and 58. It says, "Then the Jews said to him, 'You are not yet 50 years old, and yet you have seen Abraham?' Jesus said to them, 'Most assuredly I say to you, before Abraham was, I am.'" And so what's significant about this is that, we know the triune God, God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit. And so by telling the Jews who knows that God is I am back in Exodus, he's telling them I am. So they should recognize this because they know I am. They know, I am that I am. They should recognize this. And this is just one thing, that the Jews should have said, yes, this is our Messiah, this is our Christ. But that is a whole other video in itself. So, but today we are recognizing the power of God by his name, I Am. All right, have a good day.